If you're watching this blog, you probably are looking through the internet, trying to find out what lawyer you or a loved one should hire. The problem is that all of the internet sites look pretty much the same, and you don't know if you're getting a good lawyer or a good marketer or just a lawyer who bought a marketing package. I'd like to try to give you an idea of how our firm stands out differently from other firms. One of the things is that we all work very closely and very well together. A lot of firms, they never talk to each other. Each one conducts their own separate practice, and you just don't see a lot of cooperation or just even talking among themselves. We like to think of the practice of law in general, and your case in particular, as being a group effort. And that starts with how do we select which cases we accept. All that we do is personal injury, but within that, some cases are pretty obvious that they're good cases and we should take them. Other cases are pretty obvious that we really couldn't get the result that the caller or potential client wants to have. But some cases fall in the middle, and we like to discuss those cases about whether we think as a firm we want to take them. Now, we have lawyers that have practiced anywhere from 3 to 40 years. We have men and we have women, old and young. Each of us brings a different perspective, both legally and factually, to the discussion about whether your case is one that would have jury appeal, would meet the requirements of the law, this type of thing. Before we turn those kind of cases down, we like to have the discussion to where the client at least has a fair chance of us taking on the case. If we turn down the case, it doesn't mean you're a bad person or doesn't mean you have a bad case. It just means we don't think it's the kind of case that we can do the best with in your particular instance. But we at least all talk about it before we accept or decline the case. We also, as I said, only handle personal injury cases, but we handle a variety of personal injury cases. We think that's good for you, the client, because one common thread in personal injury is personal injuries. And the kind of injuries we learn about from a product liability case or a medical malpractice case can give us exceptional insights into whether the injury a person has in a car wreck, for example, are the kind that could be caused by a car wreck or by a fall on a concrete surface or whatever it may be. So it gives you, the client, a broader source of information and a better source of representation, we believe. We think it's important that we stay within the field of what we know and what we do best. Some lawyers, many, in fact, will tell you, well, we handle personal injury and traffic tickets and DWI and felonies and misdemeanors and family law and on and on and on. I'm not going to tell you that any lawyer that we don't know can or can't be good at everything. But there's a saying about being a jack of all trades and a master of none. And that's at least a fair question for you to ask an attorney. How can you be good at everything? Are you equally as good at everything? You should at least satisfy yourself with that. And those are the things that I wanted to talk to you about, just to let you know how we're different, where we're coming from, and how we believe we can best handle your case. Thank you.